Okay, so I am Seetha Raghavan. I am from the University of Central Florida, and I'm an associate professor in that Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering there. Well, I've not done research specifically on PDCs, but I have worked on research in ceramics in general, and ceramics matrix composites. And in that research, I've been looking at characterizing ceramics and ceramic matrix composites using unique in situ techniques like synchrotron X-ray diffraction and spectroscopy. I think it's important in several regards. One is that, with an international, you're talking about this program, right?
Yeah.
Well, with respect to an international collaboration, it's useful to have expertise from around the world on an important topic like this, especially because it's one it's developing right now, and so having expertise from various areas and unique perspectives and techniques and methods, and especially access to different kinds of facilities, is what this program kind of offers. In addition to that, I think the education component is also really important, where students are able to collaborate internationally, communicate with external collaborators in a different country, and get that global, research capabilities. I think there's a lot of scope for this program to actually become much more applied. So if there's a lot of basic research going on, it can maybe start to develop into more application-based outcomes and patents and things like that, which can be used in industry. So I think that's the next step, and also it enables the industry to get a lot more involved with actually using the materials that are being developed in this research. So I think there's a lot of scope for that. I think on the education part, the scope would be, graduating students being able to get into companies in different countries, or if they're becoming graduate students, for example, undergraduate, graduate, that they could use this as a platform for, say, fellowships like Fulbright and stuff like that. So I think there's a lot of different scope, both educationally, with industry, and research in general, applied kind of situations. And I think probably more collaborations, bringing in more collaborators, and definitely improving the educational aspects of students, encouraging them to think of engineering not just as something that you do in your lab, but in a global thing. It tends to be that international collaborations or research is something for history or culture or art, but this is science, and it brings that to the foreground, that it can be engineering and yet be exciting to do a research in some other lab in a different country. I think that's the future, right? Having students be more globally trained. So I do not have any students in this program. I'm not part of the program as per se, but I'm an invited guest, I guess. My interaction with the program is basically research collaboration that's just kind of started up, looking at what research has been done in this program and figuring out how I can connect to it externally. And I think that's great, because it means the program's growing as well, to include people who are external and find ways for them to connect if they possibly can produce something of useful expertise that contributes to it. So that's my kind of connection to the program for now. I think the workshop is really well organized, and it's great. All the talks have been very informative, and I think it's also really great that the program is open to external researchers coming in to give a different perspective and to learn from the team.